Good evening, everyone. As I watched this play for the second time, one thing really came to mind, and that was that while one incident happened, it was really interpreted differently by different people, and no one had the same interpretation of the incidents that happened. Some didn't understand why there was lethal force used over something that probably shouldn't have led to the death of Michael Brown. Others probably saw it as an unfortunate incident, which happens sometimes when you enforce the rule of law. Here in Milwaukee, not too long ago, 2016 in the summertime, over in the Sherman Park neighborhood, there was what you want to call a disturbance or a riot, it happened. And basically it was simmering for quite a bit of time where the community was just showing frustration over what happened and being marginalized. Things that kind of led to that included but not limited to the proportionate not being able to participate in some of the growth that's seen around Milwaukee, the failed education system that doesn't graduate a lot of people that come out of the system, and those that do don't necessarily have the skills needed for gaining good employment, hence leading to a high unemployment rate in the black community specifically, and then poor transportation all the way around for getting to jobs wherever they are at. Food deserts, to name others. So that's on my perspective, right? But on the other end of that is it's always black on black crime that happens in that neighborhood. They're disrespectful and don't necessarily take care of the places that they're in. And I'm sure there's other ones as well. But just as the same thing says, always two sides of that perspective about what's going on there. But these handfuls of issues that we talked about a little bit contribute to the incarceration rates that are embarrassing for all those that call Milwaukee home. I was just told at a meeting about a week or two ago that in the next biennial budget that the budget for the correction system is going to be more money spent on that than there is on education. That's kind of that says quite a bit. I mean, and I think that it's been pretty, over the last 20 years, it's been exponential growth in that, and I just need to get ahead of that and actually figure out what we can do to change that whole narrative. Because if everyone's not necessarily participating in the growth that's happening, we're just going to see more and more of those little uprisings, riots, whatever you want to call it, that are going to happen. So, like the play, there's a lot of different perspectives. Our city can't reach its full potential unless we tackle these issues that I know that they are very uncomfortable to discuss. But we must address them, and kicking them down the road for others to solve is what got us here today. So let's be the change and change the narrative in Milwaukee. Thank you.